Conservative New Media viewers, we've got some news from the 2012 NBA playoffs. In a thrilling game that was not decided until overtime, the Miami Heat have beaten the visiting Boston Celtics tonight in Game 2 of the 2012 NBA Eastern Conference Finals. We'll include several links to stories about this game in the video description below the video player as soon as we can. The first of those links will be to the box score and video highlights of tonight's contest. The game took place at American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. The final score of the game was 115 to 111 for the Heat. We'll give you some commentary and analysis on this game and this series in just a moment, but first we'll run through the game details. This game started out looking like it would be a Celtics rout. Boston led by 6 points after the first quarter and were up by as many as 15 points midway through the second period. It absolutely appeared as though we were headed back to Massachusetts, tied at 1 game apiece. But the Heat weren't quite finished. Miami found a bit of a groove near the end of the first half, and suddenly they were down just 7 points at the break. In the third period, Miami continued their surge. Dwayne Wade began to find his spots, LeBron James kept attacking, and Mario Chalmers did his best Chris Bosh impersonation by becoming the last member of the Big Three. After 3 periods, Miami had turned the tide completely and now led by 6 points themselves. But Boston, like a true champion, refused to fold. The C's stormed back and took a 5-point edge of their own late in the game. Now the Heat were in trouble as the back-and-forth nature of the game just kept tilting from one side to the other. And Miami then made another twist, going on a 9-0 run that put them up by 3 points with less than 1 minute to play. And the drama didn't stop there. Ray Allen, the NBA's all-time career leader in made three-point baskets, drilled a wide-open 3 to tie the game. Allen, as it is well known, is playing with bone spurs in his ankle and wasn't even certain to play tonight. What a shot by the vet to tie the score up at 99. Miami forward LeBron James drove in on the other end but missed the layup. James grabbed the rebound and was isolated against Rondo with the shot clock off. James made his move, rose above Rondo, but missed the jump shot at the buzzer, and we were all tied up. Overtime. The seesaw nature of the game just had to continue in the overtime for poetic justice. Rondo drilled a three-pointer early in the extra session to give the Celtics a 3-point lead, and Boston had the momentum. Just when it looked like Rondo would win the game by himself, Miami surged one final time. Led by James and Wade, the Heat outscored the C's 10-6 down the stretch to take the victory in one of the more compelling NBA playoff games you will ever see. What a game and what a show. LeBron James led the Heat with 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Dwayne Wade added 23 points, 6 boards, and 4 dimes. Mario Chalmers, who was absolutely huge tonight, chipped in with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. Rajon Rondo topped Boston with 44 points, 8 boards, and 10 assists in a brilliant performance. Truly the stuff of legends. More on Rondo in a second. Paul Pierce added 21 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists in the defeat. With their win, the Heat now lead the best-of-7 game series 2-0. Game 3 will take place on Friday, June 1st, in Boston, Massachusetts. Now for some commentary and analysis on tonight's game and the series. First, this was one of the best playoff games you will probably ever see. It had all the drama and the tension of the great competitions. Boston showed up ready to put it all out on the floor in this one, and that is exactly what they did. Whatever else you want to say about the Boston Celtics of this era, make sure you include this. This is a team with heart and guts who refuses to go quietly into the night as their era ends. You have to respect that. Second, Mario Chalmers, starting Heat point guard, was absolutely critical in this game. At times, the Heat were surviving in this game because of Chalmers. Let me repeat that. There were times in this game where the only reason the Heat were staying in this game was because of Mario Chalmers. As great as Rajon Rondo played tonight, do not overlook how well his opposite played either. Third, another absolutely critical cog in Miami's win tonight was reserve forward Udonis Haslem. UD had a critical double-double performance tonight and played excellent pick-and-roll defense when he found himself isolated against players such as Rondo. Fourth, an important reason why the Heat won this game was because of two adjustments made during the game, one by a player and one by a coach. First, Dwayne Wade began to adjust to Boston's defense on him during high pick-and-roll plays. In the first half, Wade did almost nothing. He scored 21 of his 23 points in the second half after he and the Heat coaching staff made some adjustments on how to handle that coverage. Second, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra began to change how he was playing defense against Rondo on the pick and roll. Instead of having Rondo's defender chase Rondo around screens, Miami began to switch off on picks so they could stay in front of Rondo as much as possible. Although Rondo still got his points, this tactic changed the dynamic of the entire game. Fifth, Rajon Rondo was a true warrior tonight. Played every minute of the game, scored 44 points, hit almost everything he threw up, and simply imposed his will on everything in his path tonight. Whatever you want to say about Rondo, and there are plenty of critics, give the man his due. He could not have done anything more than he did in this game, and his brilliance nearly took down perhaps two of the greatest players currently in the game. There is almost no one else in the game at this time who could do what Rondo did tonight. Big respect to him. Oh, and I have to say that yes, Rondo was fouled on the play in overtime. The refs missed that one, in my opinion. Sixth, the Heat lucked out tonight after missing 16 of their 47 free throw attempts. If Miami had lost this game, it would have been because of this. The Heat cannot continue to shoot so poorly from the charity stripe, or else it is going to cost them badly and cost them very soon. Seventh and finally, this series is, in my mind, all but over. If Boston was going to win a game in Miami, this was the game to win. As hard and as well as they played, they still lost, and it is likely to prove to be a fatal defeat in the near future. Share your thoughts about this game in the comments section below. How amazing was this game? How incredible was Rajon Rondo in this game? Can Boston still win this series? You tell us below. Also, please be sure to let us know what you thought about this video by clicking on the thumbs up or thumbs down button underneath the video player. Thanks. Finally, we encourage you to come and join the fun on the Conservative New Media Facebook group. You will find the link to the group in the video description. This is NBA expert Paul F. Villarreal, and you're watching Conservative New Media. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.